Money FM 89.3. Best of breakfast. Companies to watch.
Good morning. Well, it's time to review your shopping list. Are you thinking about picking up some new stocks? Well, we have just the guy for you to tell you whether that's going to be a hot or not stock with Dan Koh.
That's right.
Hi.
Good morning, Audrey. I hear that you haven't been sleeping much lately.
That's right. Yeah. I'm leaning into the tired girl look, you know.
Oh, dear. Oh, I see. So it's intentional then.
Oh, no. Totally not.
Okay. But welcome to Companies to Watch, a segment where we spotlight and stock you up with ideas of listed companies that call for your attention. We're looking at market trends to risks, hidden gems or warning signs to steer clear of. 8855-0893. Text us and tell us whether you think it's going to be a hot or not. Okay, Audrey, you might be familiar with this company, Novo Nordisk. That's a global healthcare company founded back in 1923. Have you ever used any of their products before?
I don't think so, but of course, the company responsible for the miracle drug that is Ozempic.
Yes.
Of course, that's supposed to be used to treat diabetes and other serious health issues, but Wegovy was designed to be a weight loss drug, which they've also manufactured. And weight loss is one of those golden ticket kind of industries, right?
Yeah.
Demand never seems to fade. And, you know, maybe I have used products from Novo Nordisk, but what they're known for, which is top of mind now, Ozempic and Wegovy, I have never tried those.
Hopefully, you would stay on that route, and that stays the same for now, because, you wouldn't want to find yourself having to take medicines for much of your life. But anyways, the reason why I've decided to bring that company to our attention today is because shares of Novo Nordisk popped recently after it was announced that U.S. patients can access its diabetes drug Ozempic at a cheaper price through several platforms. So they're expanding their access to the therapy for those who do not have insurance coverage, because I know how bad it could be when it comes to the healthcare scene in the U.S., right? So patients can now pay about $499 in cash per month through the drug's website. Novo Nordisk's patient assistance program, the company's direct-to-consumer online pharmacy, as well as via drug savings platform GoodRx.
Okay, $499 in cash per month. Still not
quite high,
that
actually.
cheap, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, you know, it's blockbuster drugs like Ozempic and Wegovy have turned it into such a household name worldwide. And I found some interesting stats. Did you know that surveys show nearly 50% of adults worldwide say they're trying to lose weight at any given time? Okay, so half of us are always trying to lose weight. And 95% of all dieters end up regaining the weight within 5 years.
And, well, I've got a theory to that, okay? But, yes, it's surprising as it is. I mean, because a lot of people, personally, I feel, maybe just find it hard to sustain that lifestyle for long periods of time.
Yeah.
Which probably explains why they gain back their weight doubly as fast. So these companies are able to tap on this opportunity and perhaps just provide fast solutions for people who actually need it in the market.
Yeah, and when you see $499 per month, that seems pretty steep. But if you've been fighting this for all of your life, this would be an investment that you're happy to make.
Of course, yeah. After all, health is wealth, right? So according to Novo Nordisk's Executive Vice President of U.S. Operations, Dave Moore, he said that improving access to effective Food and Drug Administration-approved treatment is central to their mission, and the collaboration with GoodRx allows them to reach those who seek savings and support from their trusted and established platform. So he added that the initiative enables them to meet GoodRx patients where they are with their authentic GLP-1 medicines, in addition to supporting the launch of the new Ozempic self-pay offer for type 2 diabetes patients at an unprecedented price. So it does seem like they're tapping into markets where they haven't exactly gotten access to, and I feel like this would prove to be a good development for them. After all, you know, shares of Novo Nordisk have shined in the past few days. I mean, if we're looking at the past 5 days alone, the stock's been up about almost 9% to $54.78 as of yesterday's closing.
Wow, okay. So I think the affordability push really matters because right now we know that demand is outstripping supply. And at one point, I remember seeing a lot of headlines about Wegovy and Ozempic. The prescriptions in the U.S. surged like over 500% or something.
Yeah.
And so pharmacies were reporting shortages. And honestly, people who didn't have diabetes or have these serious diseases were using Ozempic and Wegovy for weight loss purposes. And the people who actually do have diabetes were finding it hard to get their hands on the drugs. So Novo isn't just trying to widen access. They're also racing to scale up manufacturing to meet this demand.
Yeah, for sure. And on top of that, yes, they're not only just improving access to these medicines, but targeting GLP-1 receptors now has the FDA's blessing as a way to treat the fatty liver disease called MASH, with Novo Nordisk's weekly injectable drug Wegovy becoming the second approved treatment for this prevalent metabolic disorder. And that was just announced last Friday. Now, MASH is short for metabolic dysfunction associated steatohepatitis. That's the buildup of fat in the liver that leads to inflammation and scarring of the organ, which is also called fibrosis. So, according to the FDA, an estimated of 14.9 million adults in the US have MASH, and the prevalence is growing.
Yeah.
Just imagine how much opportunity is there for them to grow. It sounds really, you're just basically building on people's misfortunes here because you can capitalize on them. But I guess this is one way for the company to grow and to give access to these people who are suffering or who may be suffering from MASH. So yes, the late Friday regulatory decision for Wegovy covers the treatment of adults whose MASH has led to moderate to severe fibrosis. So the way that Wegovy works to treat MASH is not fully understood as of yet, but reducing body fat is thought to contribute to the liver benefit. And yeah, it does seem like based on their latest results, it showed about 63% of their more than 1,200 patients have achieved, MASH resolution.
Wow, okay.
And a goal of achieving about 34% of those in the placebo arm. So investigators will look to see whether the inflammation and scarring improvements observed at the 72-week would translate to decreases in death, liver transplants, and other liver-related events measured at 240 weeks. So lots to look out for this company, and it does seem like this is a regulatory milestone for Novo Nordisk, especially since, they've been solely a weight loss medication platform that has, slowly starting to integrate itself or maybe transform itself into a multi-indication therapy capable of treating complex metabolic disorders. So yeah, I think having considered, more or less what they are able to tap into the untouched market and the possibility of, providing additional long-term safety and efficacy data that might help them with their performance in operations, I'm probably going to go with the verdict of a hot.
Oh, yeah.
What say you, Audrey?
I'm with you on this one. There's this saying, if you can package weight loss in a product, you're golden. Right? Who doesn't want, I wouldn't want to say an easy solution, but yeah, I think that this is a huge product and, Novo has so much advantage of scale and brand recognition. Everyone already knows Wegovy and Ozempic, and competitors have a lot to catch up. When it comes to risks, I think that regulators are keeping a very close eye on pricing now and drug affordability. And of course, we also have to bear in mind that I think that some of the investors already priced in the benefits and the big growth from Ozempic and Wegovy. So endless worry, growth expectations may have overshot, but it looks like a really good, strong long-term play, especially as it expands beyond diabetes into obesity and liver disease. And I think that it's looking pretty good for Novo Nordisk.
Yeah, for sure. Meaningfully, it's positive for the stock since it deepens the company's clinical footprint beyond just obesity. That's unlocking a new revenue stream in liver disease. So yes, that would pretty much wrap it up for our stock in focus, Novo Nordisk. Now here's a fun fact about Novo Nordisk. Did you know that they produce about 50% of the world's insulin?
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, 50%. So they've also reached over 45 million people living with diabetes and obesity just last year, according to Novo Nordisk. And additionally, they also produced over 800 million insulin pens just last year alone.
Amazing, amazing.
So what kind of fish has a medical degree?
Not a clownfish.
A sturgeon. If I photoshopped a medical license, would that be a doctored image?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's all we have for today. Novo Nordisk.
Before acting on the information on Money FM, please consider if it's suitable for your own investment objectives, financial situation, and risk tolerance. To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.